Namaskar, friends. This is NJ, your host on this channel. So, guys, one of the most sought after and much awaited transit of this month, November, is going to be of the planet Rahu as well, because Rahu is going to be now transiting in its own nakshatra, Shatabhisha. So, which will happen like in the last week of the November, around November 23rd, as per the mean node calculation. So this video is devoted to that only, friends. Just because for my students, I prepared a whole presentation. And I guess I have uploaded the same on my channel when I was explaining the results for like Rahu's transit in the Aquarius and the generalized and the customized results for that. Now we will try to dive deeper into it and we will focus more on the Satabhisha Nakshatra within the Aquarius and its impact in your life. So this whole presentation will take you in the whole journey of understanding the chief attributes of Rahu, for which all people this is going to be important. And then we will, at the end, we will look at the customized results based on your rising sign. Like obviously, guys, I'm a professional astrologer, but I don't claim a authority in majority of my videos. I just present my views, my research. But when it comes down to anything connected with Rahu, or this could be Sadvisha. So I have a personal element over here because my moon nakshatra in itself is Sadvisha. So Rahu is a very important planet for me, like being very tight conjunct over my ascendant degrees and my moon nakshatra I already explained of being Rahu. So means I have experienced Rahu in a very personalized, in a very detailed kind of way. I started my life with the Rahu Dasha, Rahu period. So whatever I will be saying over here, a lot of that has been practically observed in my personal life as well. So, okay, friends, without any further ado, because a lot is happening in the world. Like a couple of days back only, like before Donald Trump's meeting with Chinese president, he even announced something like that. Now America will also start doing the nuclear testing. And in one of his interview, he also revealed this thing that when the interviewer said this thing that it's only North Korea which is doing the nuclear testing, then why America has to do that? Then to which he answered that no, we do not know, but secretly many other countries have been consistently doing the nuclear testing. So when Rahu is going to be in the Sadbisha, it might even again start that race of nuclear testing. And a lot of the talks have been also going on that this the AI bubble could burst. So a lot is happening, and Rahu in the Aquarius somehow holds the key for that. And again, when we talk about how to interpret Rahu's result, so the dispositor also we have to take into consideration. So in this discussion, you will learn about that as well. That when you are talking about okay, Rahu in the Sadbisha is pure, but Rahu is in the domain of a sign being ruled by the Saturn. And in the case of the Rahu and Ketu, dispositor also plays a very important role. Like rather, I would say the final say always resides with the dispositor. So we will look at it from that point of view as well in this discussion. So, okay, guys, now we will start our discussion. To begin with, first of all, we will pray to Lord Ganesha. Om Ekdantai Vidmahe Vakrtundai Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat. Anything connected with Saturn or Rahu, so worshipping Lord Shiva tend to remain the best remedy for that. Any obstacle being caused by the fate can be removed through the devotion to Lord Shiva. Om Tat Purushay Vidmahe Mahadevay Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Now we will also pray to Rahu, Devata himself. So Om Shiro Rupai Vidmahe Amriteshai Dhimahi Tanno Rahu Prachodayat. So now guys, the journey to understand this whole topic, this whole discussion will first begin with understanding the role of the Rahu. So Rahu in Vedic astrology is the shadow planet of obsession, illusion, and destiny. So in Vedic astrology, Rahu is not a physical planet but a mathematical shadow point, specifically the north node of the moon. It is the point where the moon's orbit crosses the ecliptic from south to north. Despite being invisible, Rahu holds immense power and significance in a birth chart due to its deep karmic and psychological implications. Now, the key attributes, the innate nature of Rahu is malefic beyond any doubt. Rahu is the only planet which can actually distort someone's character. and the mental state, the mental equilibrium. So the nature of the Rahu is malefic, shadowy, obsessive. It represents the air element. Gender is male. Direction is southwest. Associated deity is Lord Bhairava or goddess Durga. Color is smoky or dark blue. Metal is lead. Gemstone is Gomed, Hazonite. The zodiac co-rulership is of the Aquarius sign, and the nakshatra which Rahu rules are Adra, Swati, and the Shatabhisha. Now, when we talk about the symbolic meaning and the karmic role, so Rahu represents desires, materialism, illusion, foreign connections, and future karma. It indicates where the soul seeks experience, even if it happens through confusion, ambition, or obsession. Rahu is forward looking, urging individuals to venture into unknown territories, be it through technology, foreign lands, or unconventional path. A lot of the times I have seen that, like, this is equally applicable in my case as well. When Rahu is a strong planet for you, a lot of the times you find success in a foreign environment, whatever is foreign to you. So, like, for example, you might be born in America, but you are living in Japan or you are living in India. That's where you find your calling. So this is generally the case when Rahu is a strong planet in your case. So, positive attributes of Rahu: innovative thinking, breaking norms, political acumen, mass influence, technological and scientific advancement, magnetism, and charisma. Rahu gives hypnotic charm, deep intuition, and occult knowledge. Now, the negative traits of Rahu are addiction, illusion, obsession, manipulation, deceit, mental anxiety, paranoia, sudden rise and dramatic falls, detachment from moral and dharma when afflicted. So Rahu does not give, many people talk about that Rahu can give you spirit problem or problem of possession. That generally happens because of Ketu. From with Rahu, it has got more to do with your mental health. So the actual spirit problem, possession, generally happens because of Ketu. Now, Rahu's significance in the birth chart. So, and one more thing, guys, I want to say, although I will be explaining you the way it has been mentioned in the classics and all, but what I have seen in my research is that because Rahu does not have a physical body, in the case of the Rahu, more than the house, the zodiac sign plays more important role. So now, as per the book language, so the house placement of the Rahu shows the area of the life where one feels fulfilled or obsessed. Sign placement tells about influence, how Rahu express its energy. Example: Rahu in Aries seek power and leadership, while in Pisces it may chase mysticism or escapism. So the way we say that where your attention goes, energy goes. This dictum is very important in the case of the Rahu, because with Rahu, it's not just 10% of your attention or 10% of your energy. When it comes down to Rahu, it becomes obsession. It becomes madness. Like 100% of your attention goes to one thing. So all what matters is that your 100% of the attention and energy is being utilized, is being directed towards something constructive or self-afflicting. Conjunction of the Rahu becomes very important. Rahu with planets like Moon can cause Grahan Yoga, Sun or Mars can intensify inner struggles and external events. Dasha, Mahadasha and Antardasha of Rahu period often bring drastic changes, breakthroughs, or breakdown depending on its strength and placement. And when it comes down to the remedial part, we will have our discussion on that as well. Especially in the case of the Rahu, guys, I always recommend that if it is not possible for you, hire a proper priest who do it as a part of his living, and get a ritual done, get a anushthan done. That is very important, because otherwise Rahu can actually make you go mad. Because yeah, the all the mental health problem and all generally happens because of the Rahu. And when we talk about the graha shanti, so the graha shanti in case of the Rahu, through the ritual and the chanting, it can be tamed, it can be pacified. See, because in certain cases when people are like being facing the heat of a planet, in the case of Saturn for example, this could be things are getting delayed. From the Venus, you're not being able to manifest wealth or partner. But when we talk about planet like Rahu, the protection becomes very important of our mental health. Now, when we talk about transit, so Rahu transit 18 months per sign brings transformation, foreign element, confusion, or sudden events. Dispositor's dignity plays the key role in determining the strength and intent of Rahu. Um, Now, guys, let's move. Okay, famous professions linked with Rahu. So Rahu can make you successful politician. See, now there is a difference. When people talk about like what can make you successful politician, it's like Rahu or Saturn. So it's very simple. Saturn makes you masses favorite, but once you have been elected and now you are like the diplomacy and how you mend the terms, how you strategize and all. So Saturn helps you come to the power, and then the diplomacy of the Rahu helps you sustain that or maintain that. And when we talk about global leader, international leaders, world leaders, Rahu has to be there. Rahu plays a very key role, same as with the Saturn. Saturn is helpful for the initial growth, but it's the Rahu which takes you to the heights. Magician, occultist, IT professional, astronaut, scientist, foreign diplomats, movie star, illusionist, all are being linked with Rahu. Remedies for afflicted Rahu. So chanting the Rahu Bij mantra, Om Bhram Bhrim Bhrom Sa Rahave Nama. And if you cannot do that in a proper count, but money, finance, wealth is not a constraint for you, hire a proper priest, hire a proper professional for that. It gives wonderful results. Worship of the goddess Durga or the Lord Kal Bhairav becomes very important. Charity on Saturdays, black sesame, blankets. Blanket is like something which has been written for long time in the Vedic astrology books and all, in the old books. So it's like the remedy of Rahu, donate a blue blanket in the winter time to the homeless people. So electronics and all these things are connected with Rahu. Fasting on Saturday or on the Rahu Kal, wearing hazonite after proper astrological consultation. Rahu in Aquarius, guys, in general. So Vedic astrology interpretation, the revolutionary seeker of social evolution. In Vedic astrology, Rahu in Aquarius, the Kumbha Rashi creates a powerful blend of futuristic ambition, social idealism, and unconventional genius. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and co-ruled by Rahu in itself in modern interpretations, making this a strong placement for Rahu's intellectual and eccentric tendencies to express themselves constructively or disruptively depending on surrounding factors. Now, the general theme of the Rahu in Aquarius, guys. So, revolutionary spirit, techno futurist mindset, social networks, detached idealism, psychological and karmic meaning. So, Rahu in Aquarius indicates a soul evolution path linked with serving humanity, adopting new worldviews, and stepping away from the selfish gains. The past life tendencies may have centered around ego, authority, and personal validation. In this life, now you have to focus more on where Rahu is. So, that means Rahu seeks community over self, logic over drama, and science over superstition. Positive manifestation, guys. Visionary, ahead of the times, success in the tech sector, innovation, humanitarian work, gains through networking, global platforms, social movements, ability to disrupt and redefine the status quo, natural understanding of the system, data, and the futuristic trends. And the challenging aspect could be obsession with the abstract ideals, rebellion without a cause or antisocial behavior, anxiety because of the overthinking or the social pressure could be one such challenges. Remedies, guys. So the grounding through service, teamwork, meditation becomes very important. Worship of Lord Shiva becomes very important. Charity to social causes, towards the elderly, underprivileged, and use Rahu's energy for the real transformation, not just chasing the illusion. So yes, guys, these all are about the general thing which you can connect with, like making a connection of Rahu with the Aquarius. Now, for which all planet, like for which all people, this transit will become important. This becomes very important to know that because planets are moving all the time, but which transit is important for you. So if you are in Rahu Mahadasha or Antardasha, this transit is important for you. If Rahu is going to be like your moon nakshatra is of Rahu, like Adra, Swati, Sadvisha, the impact will come on to you. If you are 18, 36, 42, 54 years of the age, then also this transit is important for you. If you are in these professions, like you are a politician, magician, occultist, IT professional, astronaut, scientist, foreign diplomat, movie star, illusionist, import export, immigration business, it is important for you. If this transit is happening in your first house, third house, sixth house, 10th house, 11th house, this transit is important for you. And let's say, for example, you are anticipating major expansion in this period, it is important for you. Now, guys, the general remedy. So, as you can see over here in the screen, so Rahu in the Pur Bhadrapada is going to be like the whole transit started from like May 18th. And like Rahu is going to be like Rahu is going to be there in the Pur Bhadrapada till November 22nd. And the main focus for this discussion is Rahu in the Sadbisha, which is going to be the case from November 22nd till August 1st. Because after August 1st, Rahu will move into the Dhanishta Nakshatra. So right now we will be focusing on the Sadbisha. So guys, see, Sadbisha, the name itself means 100 physicians. So that means this is going to be a very good time, especially for people who are connected with the medicine, with the pharmacy, with the healing industry. And when I say healing, a lot of the times people talk about that the life coach, like this one industry of the health influencer and the life coach is very unregulated industry. But again, guys, see, all what matters is that if someone is like going through some problem and all, what that person need is a solution, a remedy. And people who are being governed and ruled by Rahu or Ketu, this could be Rahu or Ketu, they are very unconventional. And this is how sometimes you might not find the solution from the sword, you might need a needle. So this is what I'm trying to say, that with Sadbisha, with Rahu, there's a lot of the unconventionality which comes. Like the way I say, Rahu rules three nakshatra. Like with Adra, there is unnecessary rebellion. With like when we talk about Libra, there is like savviness, that kind of charm which comes natural to the Swati. And same is the way when we talk about the Sadbisha. Sadbisha has got the unconventionality at its peak, to its peak. So all the things which Sadbisha represents, this could be medicine, this could be healing, this could be technology, this could be foreign connection. So this could be secrets, like many whistleblowers are being seen with the Sadbisha. Many great comedians like have been seen with the Sadbisha. Like beyond any doubt, when it comes down to the wealth potential, many people undermine the potential of the Sadbisha to give the wealth, and Sadbisha has got huge potential over there. See, like if you know a little bit about Vedic astrology, if I were to ask you, can you give me three handpick nakshatra which can give the wealth? I'm sure a lot of you would say that okay, Nipun, it's Dhanishta, it's Magha, or this could be Purva Falguni, like top of the mind. But never undermine the potential of the Sadbisha. Even the god which is connected with Sadbisha is the Varun. Is the Varun. And I remember when I was like going through Vastu class when I was last year back in India, I enrolled for a course at Bharati Vidya Bhavan. And because Varun is also like connected with one of the direction lord and all. So when I asked my teacher, sir, how about Varun Dev and something? He was saying something that the dark element and the thieves could be connected with the Varun and all. Then I said, okay, is it Varun or someone else? He said, no, Varun, like Varun has a dark shadow side to it. It is not a like not an exaggeration to call the Varun as like the like kind of a mafia king in terms of like in the modern day connection and all. So yes, with Varun, like Varun is connected as the god of the ocean, water, rain, and all the secrets which are within the deep ocean. And I guess one of the reason why I shifted my place close to the like water body ocean only, because if you see in majority of my videos you see the water in the background. The only reason was that when I left India in my this last visit, many astrologers told me this thing, that Nipun, your eighth house is very strong. In your eighth house you have a water sign, it is also activated. Live close to the water and you will see your fate and your fortune will transform. I was like, okay, let me give it a try. So, and it's not only my eighth house is active, but my moon nakshatra is also Sadhubhisha, like Varun, right? Ocean, water bodies. So, yeah, everything is interconnected. So, yes, guys, now we will, let's see, the next slide is now we will straight away dive into, after like explaining you everything which we have discussed so far. I'm sure it would have built some foundation for those who are new to Vedic astrology. And now we will try to understand that based on your rising sign, how it is going to be impacting you, influencing you. So, guys, for the Aries ascendant, So we know this thing that Rahu is transiting in your 11th house. Okay. And 11th house transit of the Rahu is considered as very good. There's no doubt about it. The Upachya Bhava, like third house, sixth house, 10th house, 11th house, and 11th house is the peak of it. And Rahu is the most voracious, greedy, and ambitious planet. So there couldn't be a better overlap for Rahu or a better placement of Rahu other than the 11th house. So for the Aries ascendant guys, like this is actually highly beneficial for your financial gains, fulfillment of long-term, long-held desires, and expansion of your social network. Opportunities through large organization or foreign connections are very likely in this period of time. And nothing could be better than that if Rahu is also active in the dasha as well. So, and the dispositor theory, guys, knowing that also becomes very important. So, it's a good time to explore your prospects in the foreign land. Why? Because the dispositor of the Aquarius, like the Lord of the Aquarius, which is Saturn, it is there in the 12th house. And, guys, I recently uploaded this video on the 2026 forecast for all the rising signs. I mentioned it over there that. Um, this year in 2026 you will see a purity in the essence of the planetary energy. Why? Because Saturn is going to be in its own nakshatra Uttar Bhadrapada for a major portion of time, Rahu in the Sadbisha in its major portion of time, Ketu being in the Magha, Jupiter being in the Punarvasu. So what else do you need? There's a purity over there. So that means for the Aries Lagna, let's say for example for all the wealth or the monetary opportunities, if you have been misled, you have been misguided, so now you will see that the right people will help you, guide you, and connect you with the opportunities. And see guys, when we talk about the 12th house, my favorite line, my favorite quote for the 12th house is, which I always use, that when it comes down to 12th house, the door opens from the other side. So you have a say over all the 11 houses of the chart, excluding the 12th house. I would say to an extent, people say that 8th house is the house of surprise, unexpected events. I buy that. But to an extent, with the consistent efforts and work, with penance, with sadhana, with rituals, you can still make peace with the 8th house. Or you can try to navigate something within the 8th house, but 12th house is beyond anyone's control. And the concern is that is where your 10th and 11th lord has been transiting. But now the beauty is that when energies are going to be perfectly aligned, there's going to be less possibility that you will shoot in the dark. So high possibility that you'll be well guided, and the financial opportunities, fame potential, growth potential, especially if you're connected with the tech industry, is going to be very, very strong. So that's the reason I mentioned that it's a good time to explore your prospects in the foreign lands. Deep secrets could be revealed through penance, meditation, and isolation. Guys, if I were to explain in one line, in one word, about the traits of Sadbisha, the first word which will come to my mind is not even healing or physician. I would say secret, secrecy. So, and the dispositor of Rahu is there in the 12th house. So, this could be a case that some secret could be revealed to you. And if you will implement that in your nature of work, in your business, it could be responsible for your success, for your growth, for your recognition. And guys, the next slide for the Aries is, yeah, so its impact. Narrowing it down, connecting the dots, the career and the global, its impact on your career. So you may feel pulled into group networks, collaborative tech innovation platforms, unusual foreign contacts, digital business, or non-traditional roles. Because Rahu is in Aquarius, 11th house for Aries, social circle and network will expand for sure. When we talk about your life goals, spiritual and all, so a phase to redefine your larger social purpose, bigger vision of service rather than just individual growth. Action remedy, guys, so always use new tech tools, avoid the gimmicks, stay grounded with the integrity, and avoid chasing shortcuts via illusions. And we say that the pitfall could be, or the trap for you could be, that over ambition via friends, society leads to confusion or hidden motives. So just because at the end of the day, Rahu has got that manipulative tendencies as well. So don't use that to manipulate your friend circle, because otherwise you'll be again pushed in the dark, because the dispositor of the Rahu is there in the 12th house. So yes, guys, overall, if I were to say for the Aries Lagna, this could be one of the best transit for you. And if with this entry of Rahu in the Sadbisha from November 22nd till August 1st, as per the mean node calculation. If you are also in the Rahu Antardasha as well, if your Rahu period is also active, it is coming, and you are working in the field being connected with Rahu, which we have discussed so far in this video, in this discussion. So it's very better for you, like specifically tech professional, uh, immigration professional, foreign diplomat, people in export import business, people who are connected with the films, television, media. It's going to be a very good time, many opportunities. Now, guys, when we talk about the Taurus, so guys, for the Taurus Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, to begin with, I cannot say that with confidence when it comes down to Aries that can we consider Rahu as a good planet for them, because the whole astrology community debates. We all say that okay, Rahu is good in the Mercury signs, in the Venus signs, or even to an extent in the Saturn signs. It rules, co-rules the Aquarius. But when it comes down to Aries or the Mars, there's always a debate amongst the astrologers. But for sure, for the Taurus Lagna, Rahu, beyond any doubt, is a good planet for them. There is no doubt about it. So, and even the dispositor of the Rahu, when Rahu is there in your 10th house, very strengthened, very powerful, being in the Sadbisha in its own terrain, all independent and free to call the shots. Even its dispositor is going to be transiting in a good house, like in the 11th house, being your Yokarak planet Saturn. So that means things are perfectly aligned for you. Now, guys, the general result. So, the strong ambition and a desire for the high achievement in your career will happen during this time. You may use unconventional or foreign methods for success. Beware of shortcuts or manipulation to gain status. Maintain the integrity. That will be very, very important. So, and see, the dispositor of Rahu during this time is there in the 11th house. Saturn is very strong in its own nakshatra, Uttar Bhadrapada, for major portion of the time, and Rahu in the Sadbisha. So that means all the breakthrough in your public image and career will happen to serve for your higher fulfillment. So, yes, we generally say that with Rahu, it's very difficult to find the contentment or get the contentment. But during this time, it is possible, it is achievable. So, guys, in short, when we talk about for the Taurus ascendant with Rahu in your 10th house in the Sadbisha Nakshatra, functioning with its purest of the essence. That means Rahu will enter your 10th house, career, public image via Aquarius, major potential for recognition, unconventional projects of foreign tech affiliation. Life goals or the spiritual, resonance of this transit of Rahu being in the Sadbisha, your public identity may shift. You may want to align your ego with a broader humanitarian ideal. Action or the remedy for you guys, be transparent, build reputation on substance, not on the hype. So that bubble can burst, and you do not want that. You want the result, or you want to extract something from this golden transit of Rahu in your 10th house, something which will serve you for a long term, not something which is very short term, just relying on the hype. So, because on and off, we keep on seeing those articles about all those people who became very famous and successful in the social media, and they suddenly disappeared. Like, I guess that guy Salt Bay, although he did some theatrics in the World Cup with that World Cup trophy. So FIFA or what, I forgot. So yeah, it's like that there have been many instances, many cases of that. So the action or the remedy, guys, be transparent, build reputation on substance, not hype. And the pitfall for you is that the trap for you is going to be using deception or shortcuts in career may backfire. And yes, guys, um, yes, with Rahu in the Sadbisha and the 10th house, guys. So I would say that if you actually want to encash something from Rahu, maintaining secrecy always help. So don't reveal your business plans. Don't reveal all of your like plans to your bosses or about your career. These days, people have this thing that they want to post everything about their moves in the social media, in the different social media apps and all. So much better if you will create a mystery around your professional moves. It will serve you much better. And obviously, like if you are a politician, if you are in those kind of fields, so it is very much applicable for you or in your case. But even for the general people as well, even if you're like working in a tech sector or so. Don't pre-live things, let things take their own course. Try to maintain that kind of a mystery or secrecy around your moves. That is what I'm trying to say over here. And yes guys, for the fame potential and um, from the fame potential specifically, and getting a chance to collaborate and work with some very prestigious projects and all, very futuristic projects and all, people who are considered and seen as genius in their craft, in their field. So collaborating with those kind of perfectionist kind of people and all, so slightly eccentric, foreign to you, but expert and genius in their work. So that potential is going to be there. So yes guys, all the best for the Taurus Lagna. And now when we talk about the Gemini, so friends, for the Gemini Lagna, it is so this transit of Rahu in the Sadbisha from November 22nd till August 1st is impacting the matters of your like ninth house. So we know this thing that the general like the attributes of this transit is that ninth house represents your belief, foreign travel, higher learning. We say that when Rahu is there, so strong urge to travel, explore other cultures, or adopt alternative belief system, spiritual rebellion, or break from the traditional faith structures, foreign education, immigration, or legal shift may manifest. We generally recommend that avoid the guru addiction or the false ideologies. Now, just because the dispositor theory we have to take into consideration as well, because the intent of Rahu is pure because Rahu is in Sadbisha. But when it comes down to giving a final result, so we have to also see in which direction and in which house the dispositor is moving. So dispositor is there in the 10th house of yours. So that means things which you will learn, the practical wisdom which you will acquire during this time will have a lasting impact on your career. So it's a very good time guys, if let's say for example you are considering to opt for any AI course, any tech course, or you are in a process of like applying for a placement in a foreign university, or this could be a case that because with Sadbisha it has got a lot to do with the healing as well, right? So you during this time only you're like trying to take up a course on Ayurveda, on medicine, on healing, astrology course, numerology course, Vastu, Reiki course. So the good thing is that whatever you will acquire during this time, your timing is going to be perfect. That like just after you finish your course or your work, you might even start getting the clients, or you might be able to immediately open up your business as well. So that there is a high possibility of that. And guys, when we talk about the summary of it, so the ninth house transit, like travel, higher education, law, foreign connections, you might go abroad, shift the belief system, or teach or learn via tech, for sure. The life goals or the spiritual impact of it. So, spiritual philosophy, mentoring might become important for you during this time, and you may question the old belief and adopt new frameworks. The action and the remedy suggested for you is that check your teachers, gurus, ensure the authenticity, credibility is very important. And the pitfall or the trap for you could be being swayed by the false ideologies, or the gurus online. So again, guys, I always say this thing. I do have respect for everyone, but even the health influencer and all the life coach and the expert, this industry is very unregulated. So before you put your faith or trust or start uh, because on and off we keep on hearing this thing that a TikTok challenge started, some kids drank something, they did something, and the outcome of that was very lethal. So yes, you have to be very careful what trend, what ideologies, what kind of people you are getting suddenly fascinated, attracted towards. So all of that needs to be monitored. Now, guys, when we talk about for the Cancer, so for the Cancer rising, guys, if you will pay attention over here, for the Cancer Lagna, like Rahu is there in your eighth house. Eighth house is the house of the secrets, transformation, occult. So that means if Rahu is going to be here, so that means deep psychological transformation, interest in occult or hidden sciences, unpredictable gains through inheritance, insurance, or partners' wealth, possibility of surgery, sexual intensity, or emotional volatility. Ideal for research, tantra, or metaphysical study. Now comes the question that Rahu is working with its purest intent and intention and all, in its purest essence, but the final result giver is the sign lord as well. So what the sign lord is doing right now, so the dispositor is there in the ninth house of Rahu. So that means there couldn't be a better time for diving deep into the mysteries, as authentic and credible people will be willing to guide you. Now guys, that's what I've been saying this thing for the year 2026. There is a very purity in the essence. Saturn being in its own territory, Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, Rahu being in the Shatabhisha Nakshatra for this period of time. So that means whatever you are trying to find out or figure out from the eighth house, you will be well guided by the right set of people, and this can also transform your fate or your fortune as well. So the way we hear those stories of those people who, like, I don't know the term, where people who go on searching for gold, searching for those minerals, and there's a very rare possibility, but those people who strike a gold, their luck changes, their whole life changes because of that. So the discovery of the eighth house can certainly turn around your luck as well, your fortune as well. That is what I'm trying to say. Now, guys, the summary of this. So, career and the global impact. So, eighth house transit, deep transformation, joint finances, research, hidden assets. You may be drawn to the occult, finance, tech, or merger acquisition. So, all these things will be your calling during this time. The life goals or the spiritual essence for you, inner rebirth, shedding of the old fears, exploring hidden dimension of self. So that's what we say, guys. See, when it comes down to the Rahu, you have to understand this thing that sometimes the fear is in your mind, and the fear, suspicion, paranoia, and the problem with Rahu is that the same thing, where the attention goes, energy goes, and you cannot rationalize it. If you will be in your head trying to rationalize your fear and your phobias, it will make you go mad. You will be battling with one thought, trying to rationalize one thought in your mind, one fear in your mind, and it will bombard with the 10 more, then 20 more, then 100 more, and they will multiply. So that means much better don't go over there, and it's a good time for shedding up all the old fears. And the thing is that, see, that's what we say, that why we say the chanting and the mantra chanting devotion is very helpful, because it creates that hypnosis that you are repeating one name and your whole attention and energy is focused over there. So it aligns your mind and your attention that all other weeds of unwanted thoughts stop bothering you. The action and the remedy, guys. So do emotional healing work, be cautious with the shared resources, and the pitfall or the trap for you could be the secrets, scams, mental obsession. So yes, for the emotional mental health well-being, and you being ruled by the moon in itself. So that means your healing and your aura protection is very important right now, is going to be very important. So this could be, you can wear a rudraksh or any of the Raksha Kwach. This could be the Narayan Kwach. This could be the Shiv Raksha Stotram. This could be the Durga Kwach. So Ram Raksha Stotram. So you can recite that based on your faith and devotion, and the planetary time period which you're currently going through. Now, guys, when we talk about for the Leo natives, so guys, for the Leo natives, Rahu is there in your seventh house, and we are focusing on this Sadbisha transit from November 22nd till August 1st. So, seventh house is the house of the relationship, business, and the foreign partners. So, this could be a time that when there is going to be high attraction towards the unusual or the foreign partners. Business alliance may bring gains or complication. Marital or partnership imbalances can surface. So, watch for the manipulation, and a powerful time for expanding the public reach. Now, guys, because the whole point of this discussion is that Rahu in the Sadbisha will be functioning with its purest of the essence. But when it comes down to the result giver or the final confirmation that the result has to be manifested or it has to be released, so the dispositor's consent also has to be there. And where is dispositor? It is also there in the eighth house. So yes, the time for a much awaited innovation in your business. That's all what I can say. That's the point which I have written for you. So eighth house is the house of the transformation, right? And that is where Saturn is there. Saturn is in the Pisces. It means shedding the old things, giving away the old things. So that means there is much awaited innovation, which will happen in the matters of the way you see the world, the the way you feel in your head, your place in the society, all of that. Our interaction with the general masses is generally seen from the seventh house with the other people, with your partner and all. So now, guys, the summary is that seventh house transit, partnership, business alliances, diplomatic or foreign ties will be getting impacted during this time. Unusual partnership or digital collaboration is possible. So the life goals, or the spiritual essence for you is relational growth, redefining win-win models, team synergy rather than solo star. So yes, yeah, that's what becomes important, because it's not only about Rahu in Sadbisha, but the trait of the Aquarius, which is all about the teamwork, team spirit. So you have to be very much mindful of that as well. The action and the remedy, guys. So clear agreements, honest communication is very important. And the pitfall or the trap for you could be getting into unequal, unethical partnership out of ambition. So yes, the kind of people you collaborate with and all, it was like very much in the news. Like, the way we say that in the politics, they're not permanent enemies and there is not permanent friends. All what matters is your interest. So I guess CIA only, CIA, US, the guy they declared as a terrorist and announced a reward on his head, like I'm talking about Syria. And the same guy, they made him the president now. So yeah, a lot happens in the politics, and also that's what, like, indirectly I'm trying to say that so there has to be very ethics needs to be followed in the partnership. It becomes very important. Now, guys, when we talk about for the Virgo, so now, guys, for the Virgo natives, if you will see, Rahu in the Sadbisha is going to be there from November 22nd till August 1st. Rahu is an important planet for you. Rahu is beyond any doubt transiting in a very supportive house. Sixth house Rahu is considered as very good. And one of the chief trait of Sadbisha is, obviously, it's like connected with physician, with the healing. So that means if you're already a pharmacist, you are into Ayurveda, any form of healing, this could be a very good time for you. See, Sadbisha has got its own trait. We say that, see, the three nakshatra of the Rahu, they have their own way of dealing with the challenges or how to decimate their enemies, the opposition. See, for example, Adra is like a lone fighter. Adra can swamp into and get into the crowd of or fleet of army all alone. So Adra has that dynamism or that adrenaline rush which Adra has, that typical Red Bull kind of energy. Swati knows how to diplomatically defeat its enemies. But when it comes down to Sadbisha has got somehow a knack that it can entrap enemies in their own plans. Like, for example, the illusion of the Sadbisha or the miracle or the magic of Sadbisha works in this way that your enemies will be entrapped in their own ditch. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. And because all the enemies, opposition, competition, we see from the sixth house. So in this way, I would say that for Aries, if Rahu was working more in giving you gains and profits, fame in the 11th house, for the Virgo, it is working for you in terms of fixing up your daily routine and getting rid of all of your enemies, or this could be the vices as well. So, guys, in general, like we say that sixth house is the house of the conflicts, health, and service. It's an excellent time for defeating enemies, winning competition, or rising in the politics. Tech-based or foreign service roles may bring success for you. Possible health imbalances, watch digestion or the nervous system. Use Rahu's energy in strategic planning and discipline. Dispositor in your the dispositor of the Rahu is going to be there in the seventh house. So that means you will fight for your public image. Spouse, goodwill, business partners will help strengthen your prospects. So, guys, in a nutshell, the summary is that when we talk about your career and all, sixth house transit, so which has to do with the health, service, routine, competition. So you will be drawn to tech, health, service industries, and maybe foreign postings or digital health. Like, these days people follow many apps to monitor their health and everything. So I guess I saw that notification which came, I guess, where they say that, I guess. I forgot the app name or what. So it predicted the Apple Watch or something that guy was using, and it told about something going on with the ECG, with the heartbeat of that person, and it saved him. So that's what I'm trying to say. The life goals and the spiritual essence, guys, for you is focus on being of service, healing work, and refining your craft. This is the time when you can make the best improvement in yourself, in your work, in your services. The action is the remedial part for you is that discipline, stay humble, attend to your health, don't overwork to the extent of falling sick. That also becomes very important. The trap for you is that obsession with perfection, stress, and hidden enemies. Or this could be in the case of for the Rahu in the Sadbisha, obsession to decimate or remove your hidden enemies, or kill your enemies, I mean to say, in terms of the kill the enmity or kill them, defeat them in the competition. Now, when we talk about for the Libra natives, so guys, for the Libra ascendant, like we know that Rahu in the Sadbisha is there from November 22nd till August 1st. That means now Rahu is in the purest of its essence. Apart from all the positive things which Rahu over here from this house can manifest, for the emotional mental health, this could slightly be stressful time, slightly stressful time. So, fifth house represents the creativity, children, romance. So, for many people, this could be sudden romance, attraction to eccentric or younger people. Speculative investments, crypto stocks may surge. So, be cautious, be careful. Balanced approach needs to be followed. Creative breakthroughs in the digital media or the tech. Potential issues with children or ego clashes in the love. And again, guys, because the thing is that because fifth house also governs our mental state as well, the kind of thoughts which comes to us. And Rahu in the Sadbisha, so if only you know how to channelize it, it can actually make you a genius, and you might have many futuristic, ahead of the time kind of ideas and all. So again, it all comes down to how you utilize it. And during this time, the dispositor theory, Rahu might be working and operating with its purest of the essence, but where the dispositor, the final result giver, is transiting. So that is going to be there in the sixth house. The Aquarius Lord Saturn is there in the sixth house. So that means all the learnings, trainings acquired during this time will ease out your daily life and will make you more desirable in your job sector. So yes, guys, like whether you are a student right now, studying the tech, artificial intelligence, and all, or anything to do with the fields of the medicine, pharmacy, healing, Ayurveda, and anything. So it's going to be a good time. Like when Rahu is there in the Sadbisha. So, and if you're also like your life is also hovering around that area, that specific thing, you are studying something which is connected with it. So it will give good result for sure. Because even the dispositor is there in the sixth house. Sixth house is again the house of the hospitals, medicine, health, healing. So overall, it's a good combination for you. A lot is dependent on that how much is getting applicable in your case. See, this is what the beauty of the astrology is, and this is when the result triggers that when something which is active in your dasha, same thing is getting verified in the transit, and this is what you're desiring right now. So that means, for example, if you're a Aries Lagna, your seventh lord, Venus, is active in the Antardasha Pratyantardasha. At the same time, Venus is strengthened in the transit in the seventh house, which is going to be Venus transit for a month and all. So then there's a high possibility that, okay, during this time, if you will put efforts, it can happen. Now, guys, the general summary for the Libra natives. So, the fifth house transit, creativity, children, speculative ventures, media, digital content. If you are connected with these fields, so you may use new media to express ideas or find fortune via innovation. Life goals or the spiritual essence for you, reinvigorate your inner child, creative self expression in a tech mediated way. That will become very important. The action or the remedy which is expected out of you during this time. So, ground your creativity, avoid gambling or illusions for instant fame. And the trap for you could be, or something, the obstacle regarding which you have to be watchful is illusions and ego through like children or romance and all. Sometimes I see like even the parents, they boast a lot about their children's success and all, and somehow like we say that later on when children are not able to perform good, or a lot of the burden of expectation has been put on the shoulder of the children, so it takes a toll. So yeah, be very mindful in all these areas. Now, friends, when we talk about for the Scorpions, so guys, for the Scorpions, Rahu is there in the fourth house. So fourth house is the house of the home, property, emotional foundations. Now we know this thing that see with Rahu being in such a purest essence in the Sadbisha, so and Rahu for your ascendant as well, it's not a very good planet. So that means unsettled home life or foreign relocation is possible. So yes, this could work out in this way that if during this time only you're applying for any change in your home life, in your dwelling area, like this could be even considering a foreign relocation, so stars are gonna support you in that direction. During this time there might be interest in the digital real estate, like all the digital property and all, like cryptos and all. So there's a high interest in that. You'll be inquiring investing a lot, like these days people even within their house they use a lot of the gadgets for that. So interior tech or home based business, people who are like working out of home and all, it's going to be a good time for them. Relationship with the mother or the real estate matters may see upheaval. There may be a fluctuation in this area. Emotional restlessness needs grounding. So yes, and the dispositor theory we have to give attention to. So the dispositor of the Rahu is there in the fifth house. So that means too much pleasure seeking could cause disruption in the smooth affairs of the house. So yes, too much of chasing illusion and the pleasure seeking might not work out very well. And again, guys, Rahu in the fourth, Saturn in the fifth, that means your emotions, your mind, and everything is under the malefic influence. So, Rahu is illusion, Saturn is restriction. So, be very mindful over there. So the career and the global impact, guys, specific to your career, I would say fourth house transit, home, real estate, mother, domestic technology, remote businesses. So you may invest in smart home, tech, property abroad, or shift residence for career reasons. High possibility for that. The life goals or the spiritual essence for you, inner emotional base may be resculpted. You may seek solitude, research, and healing retreats. Healing retreats will prove out to be very beneficial for you. And the general action or guys remedy for you is use home as a sanctuary, integrate tech into comfort. And the trap, general trap for you is that dislocation, emotional disquiet, or family tension. Now, when we talk about for the Sagittarius, so guys, for the Sagittarius Lagna, Rahu in the third house is considered as very strong, and Rahu in its purest essence in the Sadbisha from November 22nd till August 1st. So, to begin with, what does the third house represents? It tells about communication, courage, initiatives. So, new projects in the media, writing, digital platforms may take off. Desire to challenge social norms and speak boldly. Short travels and siblings may become important, perfect for influencers, speakers, and marketers. Now, the dispositor theory. So, the dispositor is going to be there in the fourth house. That means many will make permanent investment in their chosen sector, industry, and what you start as a hobby might be the birth of a new career. There's a high possibility of that. So now guys, the summary is that third house transit, which is about communication, writing, short trips, digital networking. So you may start an online enterprise, social media platform, or write, edit in new tech formats. Possibility of that. The life goals or the spiritual essence for you is that training, sharing knowledge, building networks will help you big time. The general action which this transit demands out of you is that be clear in your communication, avoid scattering into too many directions. And this is what the trap is, that gossip, misinformation, superficial networking will not be the best approach in order to extract the results out of this transit of Rahu in the Sadbisha. Now, guys, when we talk about for the Capricorn rising, so guys, for the Capricorn rising, Rahu is there in your second house. Now, second house is the house of your finances, your speech, your family, and this transit could lead to sudden financial changes through digital means or the foreign sources. Speeches will become very powerful, may attract or repel. So be very mindful the kind of words you will use. Be wary of dispute in the family over values or money. See, guys, one of the flaw which is connected with the Sadbhisha is that it is not a very refined kind of nakshatra energy. And I guess if you have seen movies like that Russell Crowe's movie, I guess, A Beautiful Mind, or even that show like Sheldon in Big Bang Theory. So generally, people who are very genius, somehow they don't have that social savviness, or this could be case that they don't care about it. So I mean to say, when Rahu in the Sadbisha in the second house, so you have to be very careful with the social protocol while talking in any important matters, while in any important family gatherings and all. So you have to be very careful of that. So, and also strong time for crypto, digital assets, and unconventional income. So, high possibility of that. So, the dispositor of Rahu is there in the third house. That means you will diversify your business or channels of income. So, guys, the general like summary for you is that second house transit of Rahu in the Sadbisha, it means like second house which represents finances, family values, speech, position. So you may gain through tech, foreign income, or new family ventures, and also speech may become very influential. Now, when we talk about the life goals or the spiritual essence, so align your income generation with your larger purpose. Family may become a stage for transformation during this time. The proposed action which I were to advise to you is that transparent earnings, honest speech, and savviness in your speech, calmness in your speech. The general trap for you guys is going to be the hidden debts, unethical financial gains, or the family conflicts regarding which you have to be watchful of. Now, when we talk about the Aquarius, so guys, it is going to be happening right over there in your first house. I always say this thing that if you're an Aquarius Lagna, so the transit of the Rahu and Ketu is a shift of the destiny. This is how it is seen. And people say that, like for the actors, politicians, this is the time generally when they get very strong visibility, awards, appreciation, recognition, and all. So, first house, Rahu, like that means first house is the house of the self identity, image, and the rebirth. And Rahu is already there, and now it's going to be functioning with its purest of essence, being in the Satabhisha. That means major transformation in personality and the life direction. Magnetic but eccentric behavior may cause confusion, a powerful time for the innovation, rebranding, and the global visibility. Need to control ego, erratic thinking, or unethical influence. Now, the dispositor theory, guys, when Rahu is going to be so pure and strong in your first house, during that time, the result giver or the final consent or the nod will come from the dispositor, which is Saturn, is there in the second house. That means transforming yourself with the mass trends will pave path towards windfall financial opportunities. The only thing which you have to be mindful of is your mental health and refraining and guarding yourself from the negative thinking, negative thought process. And if you are facing the heat of it, whether you are Aquarius Lagna or you are Aquarius Moon, so get a proper Anushthan done. If in your lifestyle or your family demands and the work demands, you cannot do the japa and the chanting on your own, hire a proper priest and get a ritual organized. And I can assure you, Rahu, this transit of Rahu has the potential to give many bigger things to you. But now, guys, the summary is that the first house transit for the Aquarius rising or the moon, identity shift, reinvention, bold tech, public persona. You may be seen as a face of change or reinvent yourself via foreign, online, or innovative means. The life goals suggested for you or the spiritual essence of this transition is going to be the new you will emerge. You must root unsettling Rahu energy into a positive identity. And the generally like the proposed action or a remedy for you is that embrace the authenticity, walk an unusual path but with integrity. Don't compromise, don't sell your soul to the devil. The trap, guys, for you is that chasing image brand rather than substance, and in certain cases the identity crisis as well. And lastly, guys, when we talk about the Pisces, so guys, for the Pisces, it is happening in the 12th house. Again, Rahu is now going to be acting with its purest of the essence. Now, guys, a lot is dependent on what kind of dasha you are currently going through. If you are right now going through a dasha which is making you scam prone, which is making you vulnerable to be entrapped into a scam or something, so or being entrapped into Ponzi scheme and all, so then you have to do some remedies which we have discussed at the initial section of this discussion. So that is the one area. But Rahu is in its purest of the essence. That means a lot of the results, unexplored things can be accessed from Rahu from the 12th house. So, guys, the 12th house is the house of the isolation, foreign lands, and spirituality. We cannot undermine. See, Sadbisha might not be very religious energy, but it is the peak of the epitome of the spirituality and the healing. So, okay, I would not say peak because peak is more with the Saturn and with the Uttar Bhadrapada, but a lot of spiritual potential is with the Sadvisha. A lot of healing potential is with the Sadvisha. And very unconventional kind of healing, not like a proper standard medicine. And so I'm talking about something which is very unusual, unconventional. So the karmic release phase let go of the past patterns, possible foreign travels, virtual work, or interest in the mysticism. Hidden enemies or mental health challenges can arise during this time. Deep spiritual evolution if discipline is maintained. And now, guys, the dispositor theory. Rahu might be working in the purest of the essence, but the final result can only come and can only happen when the dispositor is also giving permission for it. So that means the dispositor is there in the first house. So blessing for those who are trying to establish themselves in the faraway foreign lands or in new ventures. And guys, when we talk about for the career and the global theme for you, so the 12th house transit, foreign travel, hidden work, psychology, charity, behind the scenes tech. So you may work remotely for foreign organizations or become involved in healing via digital virtual platforms. The life goals or the spiritual essence, solitude, spiritual retreat, inner work, mobile or remote living. The suggested action or remedy, guys, for you is anchor in discipline, meditation, and clarity of the intention is very important. And guys, the trap for you could be that escapism and the loss of direction, hidden expenses, illusion, confusion, doubting yourself. That could be the case. So these are the traps. So yes, guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, guys, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Thank you.